first step in dyeing yarn, most colors anyway, is that you mordant it. And it's a bath of basically salt water, potassium alum, and tartaric acid. And we mordant, and what happens is the pores, if you will, of the fiber open up in the mordanting process. So when we then dip them into color, the color molecules meld, let's say, with the fiber molecules. And instead of the dye sitting on top of the yarn, it actually goes into the yarn. So it's a necessary first step. This is our newest color, and it's very hard to get black with natural dyes. And we like this. This is what we call spring green. It's a dip in weld, which I can show you. I think she's got weld. And it creates a sunny yellow, which we then dip into a bath of indigo to create our green. But this is a little pot of indigo. What we're doing is creating a shed and filling that shed with weft yarn. Vertical threads are warp and the horizontal threads are weft. And what's happening is it's actually weaving on both sides. So once a blanket is woven, it comes up to the finishing room. And what happens is we weave silk in to each product, and that gets hemmed over. And then we have to pick and repair the blanket. So the picking, what happens is that our yarns are spun organically. And so little bits of chaff that begin in the sheep, and some get washed out and some don't get washed out in the spinning process, stay in the yarn and are still in our blanket at this point. And so we're not going to sell a blanket with chaff in it. That's called chaff. And so we're going to take these surgical tweezers, and we have a little piece like this. I don't know if you can see that, but that has to come right out of there. And I want to do that without ruining the blanket. And so you see that little bit, that's from the farm. Then it can take 5 hours to just pick a blanket. Usually it would take about an hour per blanket just to do this step of the process. And that's with fleeces that are very clean, because they either come from an island in Maine where there's nothing to get in the fleece, or they come from a farm somewhere close by in New England perhaps, or Pennsylvania, Ohio we get some of our fleeces from. And they wear little jackets, and those little jackets keep what's called the chaff content or vegetative matter down low, so it only takes us an hour to pick instead of 5 hours. So I would say a scarf maybe would take 2 hours on a good day from start to finish, and a winter blanket can take anywhere from, oh goodness, 20 to 30 hours. Long time, a lot of work, many hands.